till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Darnold. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He gets it to Cooks. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Let's go.
A gain of 15.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Play action. It's Darnold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Hassan Reddick. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Bravo.
Now it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Charlie.
53.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 14. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's Darnold. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. They'll run for it. This is Mack. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
53, Mike. In the face.
Looking to run with Mack. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
53, Mike 53. Check tight. Hey, check. 6-3, 218, chop. 280.
They'll run it with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. To throw is Darnold. And finding the tight end Hooper. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the 1st down.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Hey, defense, let's go. You go tight.
Darnold on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. On 1st down, Mack. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marlon Mack with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. A 2nd quarter score from down in Houston. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This will be taken in at the 1.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now here's Pollard. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Tucker with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Darnold from the gun. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Darnold now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On second down at 4, Darnold's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyrell Williams in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry from Mack. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Darnold now to throw. Open man is born. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Faking the give, Darnold. It's caught left side by Cooks. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Darnold rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told Hunter a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch. Check 43.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kyler Murray. His 6th touchdown of the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it'll be Mack. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first time.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Murray. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. On first down, Mack. A gain of 3, second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hey, wahoo!
Now it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Darnold. He gets it to Cooks. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, let's go.
Mike 59. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Check 59. Ready? 59. Mike to 59.
59, Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59.
Oh, lady.
Darnold now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Mack. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
That's the way. Check. Lucky. Mike 55. Let's go. Motion.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find.